Hi everyone, welcome to the tutorial for this week's educational tip. We're going to look at this week a couple of ways that you guys might be able to save some time and hopefully get rid of your paper planner or your teacher's chronicle. And there's a number of apps you can use to do this. The one I'm looking at specifically is called Planboard, and I'm looking at this on an Android device. It's also available through the Apple Store. And alternatively, it can be used as a in-browser application through your desktop computer. But for the purpose of this, we're going to look at it on the Android device. I'm using a Samsung Note 9, but this should function perfectly on any device that you have. So, app is called Planboard. As we can see here, it gets quite good reviews. Average of 4.7 of 406 reviews, so quite a well-respected application. And let's just have a quick look at what it does. So we will all have tools for tracking student data, and I'll be presenting a video on a spreadsheet that we can possibly use to help with that. And there are certainly more thorough tools out there for you can take your student attendance and you can put results in. Rather than going with something that's really in-depth and complex, I've chosen this particular application because it's nice and clean interface, nice and easy to use, and you can certainly get the main benefits of sort of planning your daily lessons out of it. So just a quick rundown of what is available. I've got this set up for a 5-day timetable, and my options on the side here, you can see that I can set up my timetable like so. So there's my weekly timetable, all my classes and all my yard duties have been put in there. Subjects. So these are the subjects I currently teach. If I want to add another subject, it's as simple as pushing the plus and putting the details for the new subject. You can delete it just as easily as well. You can set this up for different semesters or your different subjects, your different units within that. Now, I've gone a pretty straightforward approach to this because it does allow you to link in standards and attach documents to it and all this sort of stuff. Now, I know certainly at Brunswick Secondary College we have access to a range of resources that are stored elsewhere. I'm not trying to change the world. I'm not trying to suggest that we start putting all of our attachments into this random application that I'm using. What I am suggesting, though, is it's a really nice, clean interface for putting sort of what you're doing on a day-by-day basis with each of your classes, what you need to check up on, if you have meetings and all that sort of stuff. Now, the app won't give you notifications. It doesn't act as a calendar application. Certainly if I need calendar stuff, then we can do that through Outlook Mail. We can also do that through any number of Google calendars or however it is you choose to organise yourself. But I am finding that before each class and at the start of each day that I'm opening this application up just to see what reminders I've put in and what I need to know about my class. So here we can see a typical day where I teach 3 subjects. We've got the times laid out for each of those subjects. Gives me a quick sort of rundown on what it is that I'm teaching. You'll see these all come up as Unit 1. It's basically an Area Study 1. They've just titled it Unit 1, so it's not necessarily consistent with the naming of VCE units, but as I progress through Area Study 2 and so forth, that will change from Unit 1 to Unit 2. Now, I'm not linking standards to it. We don't need to do that. We can do that elsewhere. But what I can do is I can click on my individual subject and write down some notes about what I hope to teach or what I did teach or what I intend to do the next class. You can see up the top here, it allows me to add attachments and that sort of stuff as well. And every day has its own sort of place where you can write notes up the top. So I've got my things that I need to remember there about creating a YouTube account and attending my meetings. And again, I can sort of click on my different subjects and it will give me a rundown of what I've got now. Really easy to set up, really easy for me to go in and add these notes. The timetable is recurring, so I set that up once and it's going to repeat until I tell it not to, at which stage I can create a different timetable. But quite obviously you can just keep scrolling through your days. You have access to all the stuff that you intend to do. I'm putting down where my meetings are, and that will scroll on through to next week. Now, at this stage, I haven't put in my stuff for next week. I only downloaded the application yesterday. after trying out several others. So there are some other really good ones out there. I think there's one called Teacher's Planner, but that had ads that was forced onto me. It had reminders that I didn't really want. It did a lot of extra things, but not necessarily essential things. So I've stuck with this one mainly because of its simplicity and its ease of use, and it certainly gives me the information that I need to know that stops me having to carry around a teacher's chronicle. So I can plan out all my classes, what I need to do, check back on previous days, look forward to future days, etc., etc. It is a cloud-based application, so if you choose to change devices, you can just log into your account again. I've synchronized this with my Department of Education Google account, so whatever computer I'm on, I can simply log into that same account, that same Google account, and it will bring up all the content that I have here. So the app again is called Planboard. It's free, so it doesn't cost anything, and as I said, it certainly doesn't give you ads or force any notifications upon you. Apparently you can share classes and share content with other people who have the same application installed as well. Again, it's not something we probably need to do because we do have platforms to achieve that, but it's a really nice, simple way, clean, simple, easy to use way of tracking what it is that you are doing in your classroom. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Feel free to email me, or if you're at Brunswick Secondary College, just come past my desk and ask me the questions you want. All right, thank you very much.